Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So I'm excited today because, like I said yesterday, we are going to play with another Too Faced palette. We're going to be playing with the Gingerbread Extra Spicy. And as you can see today, definitely went outside my comfort zone. Not a look I'm used to, but my fiance was like, use this color. So I did, and this is the look I came out with, and it's definitely not like my look technically, but I did use some of the colors that may be interesting to you. Maybe not in the way you'd use them technically, but I used them. So if you want to go ahead and we can go ahead and get started. Oh, the other thing is, I did use as much Too Faced as I did yesterday also, with the exception of I used a different mascara because I was trying out a tutorial on mascaras to see if it would work. I don't think it worked, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, they're there, my lashes were there. I believe if you had false lashes, this look would look even better, but I'm in my 40s, never learned to do them. I've tried, and well, it just fails miserably to be putting on false lashes. I have tons of them, I just don't use them. So anyway, I did go change up the lipstick. I used the, when this Gingerbread Extra Spicy came out by Too Faced, look how cute this is. It also came out with the Gingerbread Girl. The other one had the Gingerbread Boy, just the Gingerbread Spicy. I believe that's what it's called. Oh, look, huh? Yeah. So it came out with the Gingerbread Boy, but I did put the Gingerbread Girl on, and this is the color of the lipstick. I like it. And then I did use the highlighter in the peach palette again, the Sweet Peach Glow. I used the bronzer of medium deep matte bronzer, and then the Too Faced blush. I mean, look at this packaging. You've got to give it to Too Faced for their packaging on. But I do like their products too. The Perfect Flush Blush. And again, have they done wrong? Yes, they've done wrong in the past. Who hasn't? But again, it's all about the products, okay? Okay, so let's get started. This is actually what the palette, again, the palette is made of the metal. Perfect for traveling, great for keeping. And this is the color of it, the color scheme. It is so pretty, guys, so pretty. All right, so that's that. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll just get started. So the first thing I went into was I took my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH30 and went into Plenty of Dough, and I just sort of, you know, put that everywhere just to lock it in, you know what I mean? Because I need all the help I can get with blending shadows, as we can clearly see. Then I went into In a Pinch and used this as my transitions shade, crease color, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, all of this blended so nicely together. It just worked out so well. Until I got to that darker color, and well, it just went out of control. Or I went out of control, actually. Is the way to say it. Because it was me that went out of control with it, technically. And I did, I can't deny that, I did go out of control with it. I just couldn't help myself. Like, it was just so pretty. Actually, it wasn't even that. It was that I did step outside my comfort zone, and sometimes I do like to do that. And it was fun because my fiance got to, you know, participate. He actually picked out several of the shades, to be honest with you. And if you have hooded eyes, this brush is amazing. And I actually got this from a YouTube, or I learned about it through a YouTuber that has hooded eyes also. Whitney Hendrick, maybe is her last name, or is the channel Whitney Hendrick? I don't know. I love her. She's so honest and open, and just like, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I love it. I love watching her channel. But really, this brush set here is a good brush set, no doubt. One more time. I think I got it, but we'll go for one more just for the heck of it, you know? And this brush is just so easy to like blend the color out. Like, it's effortlessly, really. The brush does all of the work for you. You tell it where to go, and that's about it. It does the rest for you. Alright. Then I went in with I did use the Too Faced brush. Oh wait, let me go to this. Okay. The concealer brush that I have by the Mr. Cover Up brush. And I went into In a Pinch and I used it to put it on my bottom lash line. I don't use it as a crease brush because I don't use brushes under my eyes. This is soft though, I will say that. It probably could work. But I do like it as the first shade to put under my eye because it's just so big. And like this, for my eye, it's like the perfect, you know, thing. And then I just connect it up into that. So, just so you know. Then I'm going to go into the Too Faced Mr. Right blender brush and go into Extra Spicy. And we're just going to start to darken this up, this crease color. Honestly, you know, I think I've played with these brushes before, and I don't think I said I cared for them, to be honest with you, but actually they're starting to be okay. The more I play with them, the more I kind of like them, to be honest. And I don't think it was a problem. Like, the softness and all that is definitely there. And the way they work is, they definitely work with Too Faced shadows, for sure. But even with other shadows, they work very well. It's just, I think I got so used to just using Sigma brushes that became my, you know, go-to brush in a sense. But I will say these are nice. So I hope you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm sort of just diagonal, you know, and then going, I'm actually following my bone. I don't know if you can see that with this particular color. Like, I'm right on it. I'm not blending it up. I'm staying right on it and into like where my actual crease is where I'm staying with this color. But yeah, I will admit I kind of got out of hand on this stuff. I mean, first off, it's makeup. It is going to wash off, so you might as well have fun. And I feel like these gingerbread palettes are nothing but fun. I'm not saying you can't. I could have definitely created a great look with this shadow. I mean, not that this is too bad. It's not technically a color story that you should probably go for, but I did, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I did. But, I mean, you could have definitely create beautiful, beautiful color schemes out of this for the holidays. For fall, winter, the holidays, like, this is definitely a good palette. It's got everything you're going to need, and then some, really. And I go very slowly building color because that's just me. Because as we can see, I can get it out of hand. Let's be real. You know, we can see that I can get out of hand. Then I'm going to take, the Mr. Right pencil brush, nope, smudger, and go into Extra Spicy. We're going to run that right up on the lash line. Well, not right up on it, just kind of below it, I guess, in a sense. But still, we're leaving that peach color be shown. I'm going to put it right in with that color. I try to connect all the colors the best I can, just so you know. Go back in with that first color, and just sort of blend them two together. Then I took this one, the Trend Mood in Sigma, the blending brush, the E25. You knew it was going to be the Sigma brush at some point. It just had to. And I'm going into Cut to Mode. And I'm just going to darken up the outer corner. And my actual crease. However, I don't have an actual crease because, you know, got hooded eyes. I'm getting old. It's kind of not fair, you know? Like when I was younger, I never really played with makeup, and I wish I would have now. Because, I mean, I missed a lot. I would have had so much fun if I did this when I was younger. So much fun. I'm just sort of, just very easily pushing that under there. Very, very easily. And like I said, more or less, I'm just sort of getting this corner, you know? Just a little bit better. But as you can see, with this step here alone, I hope you can see anyway. If I put like a gold glitter, I know I need to redo my nails. A gold, one of the gold shimmers, or champagne shimmers, or a brown even, I guess a copper, or a bronze, like this would be such a pretty look. But I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. I should have, but I did. I was trying something different because I figured, you know, that's what anybody that reviewed this palette, that's probably what they did. So I kind of didn't want to do that. I wanted to give you something different. And seeing the shadows working together and stuff, so. And I like this paint too. Like it's like a, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's a pink, like a mauve maybe? Or mauve, how do you say it? Mauve. I always say mauve. Probably in different areas you call it different things. It's pronounced differently. But more pinky instead of purple. I really like this shade. Of course I would, you know, because, you know, it's me. I like pinks. And purples. You know. It is what it is. And then I'm just going to blend that into that orange. Alright, guys. Here it comes. I took the small shader brush and I sprayed it with Max Fix Plus, and I went into the color Midnight Snack, and I loaded the brush up, and I shouldn't have, and I went in. And it looks black, but it's really a teal color. Well, I don't know if it looks black. I thought it was blue myself, but it's more teal, really. And if you pat it out easily, it kind of, you know, is. But when you kind of go, like, overboard, it does look black. And I'm kind of just patting that everywhere. Flashlight. I do apologize about my nails. I'm going to try to get that painted tomorrow. But tomorrow is going to be a fun day for me. So I got my littlest granddaughter. That's why this is getting done so lately. Lily. And then my daughter's supposed to come back down tomorrow. She brought her today. I'm only supposed to maybe keep her one night or so. But she's supposed to come down tomorrow, and we gotta take her to the doctor at 11 a.m. We think she gets shots. So that's gonna be fun. Alright. But I gotta do that. I just got so much to do tomorrow. Alright, then I went in and I seen that, and I was like, oh, that's bad. Like, I didn't get that even at all. So I took that pink, the hot tamale, and just sort of blending that in, so to say. And I did this eye a lot better than I did that eye, as far as that goes, and I think it was still kind of wet when I started, because like it's not blending like it was. So actually I think this kind of dried on me, but I was taking it and I tried to make the lines even, you know, somewhat by blending it. Sort of making it look like it belonged there, you know. I don't think it really worked for any other eye. I'm not gonna lie. But I tried, you know. It's all about trying. I tried something different, you know. Did it work? Who knows? Does it matter? No, not really. And why? Because it's makeup. It does wash off. You gotta keep that in mind, guys. It's just makeup, but it does really ruin my brush. But I did try, or I am trying, really hard to like, now get them even, both sides, but then I was trying to really like blend out those edges, you know, then when I was doing it. Like I am now, I'm trying to really blend out those edges, you know. But I've discovered that A, I don't have the patience, and B, I don't have the skill. I realized that in doing this look. Which technically now, I probably would have used this as a liner myself if I could go back. But we can't. We've already started, so we have to finish it, you know? And it is what it is. That's okay. Then I was like, wow, that's really dark compared to the bottom lash line. So I took this brush and I just sort of like started running it. Ooh, put myself in the eye. I started taking the extra from the top and just sort of like running it along the left line. And I realized that, yeah, it kind of did something, but it didn't do enough, obviously, you know? So I went back to doing this and blending. And blending and blending and blending. And blending and blending and blending, you know? too. Blending and blending and blending. Sort of like that. Then I was like, okay. Let's get bad, you know? So I started back over with, I just went backwards. So then I grabbed the extra spicy and just sort of like started to go back in and like create everything again. Make sure it sort of wasn't gone, but yet help the process of blending that shade. And then I took in a pinch on the JH brush and went back in with that color again. You know, sort of help this blending that I have going on here because, you know, I kind of got it out of control as I have clearly stated. I did this. So, yeah. But I did try to darken up this and I realized that wasn't working. So then I grabbed the liner brush, liner slash brow in the Mr. Right, and went into Cookie Call and just lined my bottom lash line with that, right on the lash line. Because I didn't want to use that color because it was a shimmer. And you know, I just didn't want to do that. Alright, so I just lined the lash line, just the bottom two. I felt like it kind of brought some darkness down there, you know? So then after this lovely thing, I thought, oh Lord, I need an inner corner highlight, you know? And Lord knows I have no idea. I'm using my Hourglass number 11. And I sprayed it. I thought, well, you know what, since my fiance picked this dark blue, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and let him choose again. So he chose Cookie Color, which is a very, very pretty color, to be honest. Like any other look with this one. And at this point, I don't even know what I'm doing because, you know, this blue has just got me all, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm just not used to the blue, to be honest with you. And it's just so dark. Like, this is not something I would wear ever. But I wore it. I did it. I think it turned out okay in the end, to be honest with you. Just my personal opinion on it. I did go back in also with the big brush and ran it along the lower lash line. And then took my smudger brush back into Hot Tamale. And I sort of was putting that pink under there. Like, because all the color kind of disappeared a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm just going to use all the colors, actually. Oh, that's the one that is the color. I see what I mean. Oh, let's get that out of there. Well, I'm telling you, this brush is amazing. For bottom lash line. I'm just saying. Absolutely amazing. Then I took, what did I take? Oh, that liner brush again and went back into Cookie Call. And just sort of really lining it. Because there is so much dark up there that I'm like, I have got to get this darker. Or at least that's the way I feel. Just sort of like balance it somewhat a little bit, you know. is what I'm thinking, but, you know, who am I? So like I said, I was watching this tutorial on mascara, and I was like, I think I got the mascara that she's using in this, right? So I thought I want to do this tutorial, you know, doing this. So I am going to do that right now. And basically what she says is she looks down into a mirror that's like magnified and grabs every lash and just starts like pulsating it, like squeezing and softly, squeezing and softly, you're pulsating it. Oops. So she stays right at the lash base numbers, but she stays in the same spot. So she's like up and down, you know? And I thought, okay, so she's not, like I see most people like moving up the lashes, right? She don't. Which is cool and all. No problem there, don't care, you know, whatever works. Alright. And I'm like, oh wow, that really did. Oh, and also when you're using, make sure you definitely clean your lashes, or this right here will happen. Just FYI. I did forget to clean up before doing that eye, or after doing that eye. And I just got blue right there. Okay. So anyway, she said to do that, and then to go in with a lash primer. I don't know if she used the Lancome or if she had used the Dior, to be honest, but I'm going to use Lancome. I used Dior yesterday, so I'm going to do the Lancome today. Because I knew another YouTuber, how did I get this? Kathleen Lights. Loves this one. And I will say that right now, after doing that, I can see the curl. Now, I don't know how in the world she gets this curl to stay after all the mascara that she put it on, because mine obviously doesn't. You can tell from either eye. Oh Lord. And again, it's about, you know, messing up and stuff. Don't worry about that. You know, you clean it up at the end, which is technically not true. You do that. So that's not a lot, but still, you know, yes. Alright, and then you let that dry. Actually, I don't make it on the bottom lash. I didn't need to, but I guess you clean that up to the piece. And I will say that I've really been enjoying my serum for growth, that Grande serum. It really is helping me. I know there's all different kinds out there, and I've only tried that in Lash Food. And Lash Food did work, but I just stopped using it once I started the Grande one, to be honest with you. But it was working for the time that I did use it. I will say that. I'm not for sure on which is cheaper. And I'm just brushing that up and making sure it's evenly coated. Now, she didn't do this. This is just me and my OCD. So she had let that dry, and then what was said was, so you know how you see the mascaras that's got volume and length and, you know, this and that, right? They claim to do it all. Well, here's the thing, they don't. She said they don't. And this is a very popular YouTuber, so for her to finally say, no, they're lying, that's pretty cool to me. So anyway, she said, no, they don't do that. You pick one, and then you do one that's lengthening, and that will like separate, and then you do one that is volumizing, and that is how you get a lengthening and volume. And I was like, wow, she's actually saying that. That's pretty cool. And I know most people just assume that lashes are the easiest thing, but they're really not. I'm not gonna lie, they're really not. Oh gosh, that would be glitter. Alright, so what I had done was I used that, and then I used the, what did I use for my Oh, I used the Tom Ford lengthening. Oh, there it is. So I used my Tom Ford, which she did not use this one, the Ultra Length Mascara. That's what I used for lengthening. And I went in, and you just do your top lashes. And you just get really down to the base. And again, you're on your mirror that's like 5 times bigger. You're using that mirror. And as you can see, like my curl, just from the primer, is starting to fall, you know? I do feel though, by doing this, it is going to be a pain in the butt to get this off tonight with my fingers, you know? And of course, like, oh, I got some on. Good, that's great because you get to see now. And she said, you know, if you get it on, don't worry about it. You know, you just wait till it dries. Use a Q-tip or whatever to get it off. It'll flake right off if you leave it alone and it dries. True. Again, she's telling the truth. Which, you know, she's a makeup artist, so, you know, I'm not. But, I mean, that is true. I do know that. I have a lot of people that say that. Alright, so I have basically coated all of my lashes in this lengthening lash. Which, again, I'm not going to lie, this really isn't all that lengthening of a mascara. Messed up again. But it is what it is, you know? But I couldn't at the time think of the mascaras that she used, and I really didn't have time to like look it up because it kind of is really late, and I'm just trying to hurry, you know? But yeah, put up a video about the eyeshadow. That's the main focus. But I thought I'd have this because it was something I learned, and I thought it was pretty cool, you know? So again, I'm just gonna brush it out. A little bit, not much, you know, just enough. Make sure that they're apart. And could you imagine, like, I know people that use like a pin and like separate every lash. Like, I think that's beautiful. Dude, I ain't got time for that. There's no way I got time for that at any point in my life. Like, I do kind of wish I did start makeup earlier in my life. Just because I feel like it is so cool. There's so many things you can do. But at the same time, I mean, I don't think I would have taken an interest in it like I do now. Because honestly, back then, I really just didn't care about myself, you know? I mean, not that I'm about myself now, but getting older, I do understand that, you know, people are just going to be mean no matter what. It is what it is. So I have come to, you know, accept it. Alright, so I'm letting that dry. And then here's my problem, and I learned it on that eye. Because of this blue eyeshadow, I'm having issues. Because when I go and try to get it off, don't use this, by the way. You can wait till the very end to do this, but this will drive me insane. When I go to try to blend this off, it kind of like, the blue follows it, and it drives me that, then I have to go back and blend and stuff. But no, to wait till at the very end, when you're done everything, that's when you go in and clean up. Not now. But I can't do it, so I have to do it now. You know what I mean? It's just me. It's a me thing. And actually, I think I messed up in the same area as I did in that eye. That's kind of funny. Just let that dry. And I sit here and do this too, another way. Because I'm like, it's not blended good enough. Like on this side, it's just like, it's not blended good enough. It's not blended good enough. Like, I just couldn't get it, you know? Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so then she said volume. Now, I know she did use this, not this during the tutorial, I don't think, but she did suggest this. And it's called the Shop by YSL. She did say that it is highly fragrant, and it is. So keep that in mind when you use it. I think the other one was the Big Monsieur by Lancome that she recommended for volume. And this is just the sample size of this too, by the way. And I'm really getting up to that base, you know, my lash line. At least I'm trying. Like, I'm also scared I don't want to put myself in the eyeball, you know? Alright. That's that. Then for bottom lash line, she suggested MAC. Hold on. I got that one. MAC. The Giga Black Lash. And this is why. It is so small, which I think everybody knows about this, to be honest with you, but I'll show you anyway. This one, or the Hourglass, the new Hourglass Unlocked, it's not that. It's bigger than that, though. But it's a fiber. Is that right? No. It's a tubing mascara. But it is bigger than the MAC. But it still works for no smudging, if that's what you're going for. And that's with that one, too. Or, she said to use the Clinique, and she wasn't for sure the name of it. It's a little, she just said, you know, little, and basically what it's called is bottom lash mascara, okay? This thing I love. I do love this. Ready? You ready, guys? It's great. Hold on, let me get it. It looks like a eyebrow brush almost, but look at that. Look how teeny tiny that brush is. Like, it is really perfect for your bottom lashes, and you can really get in there. And if you just really want to just do the base, like, that's all you have to do. Like, you can literally get right up to the lash line, and that's it. Because it is so little. Now me, that's not me. I have to do my whole lash. I do like it though when I am just doing, I like this mascara when I'm just doing my lash line, to be honest with you. I usually use my MAC, but lately I've been using the Hourglass one because I feel like I have it, you know what I mean? If I had to repurchase, I do believe I would repurchase probably my MAC. I feel like there's not, I mean, it's just the best. You know, there's just some things people are known for, and that is one that they are known for. You know? I think I got them all away or coated. Hold the way out, maybe, maybe not. I'll try. And then I can always brush them out, you know, not put too much. Now this one I didn't get as good. Oh. I'm getting them off. I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't even do this last ride. You know what? That's all. I may have forgotten. Alright, good enough. Anyway, I will clean them up with the thing because they're kind of like stuck together. And of course, I don't like that at all, you know? Alright, so we are almost done. Almost. What else is there to think about? I don't think there's anything else, really. I think we have pretty much done it all. I'm gonna keep this here with me. I want to try that a little more. I'm not big on this shawl. I'm not. Maybe because it's a little one, but I don't feel like it's all that great. I do like the Clinique, but I've had that in my collection for quite some time. I'm going to kind of clean that up a little bit. Now, could I have messed up her thing by separating my lashes every single time? Probably. But you get the gist. I said, you know, you don't have to do that because that's what I do. And that is just the new thing. I like to have my lashes separated. I think that's what it is. I like length and separation more than volume in a sense. But even though she says you can't get both, honest to goodness, my Marc Jacobs, girl. Now come on, look at this, okay? Can you see these lashes? They're not bad. They're not, okay? I admit, they're not bad. They look good. There's nothing wrong with them. But I could have used just 2 coats of this, maybe 3, and got so much more. Like when I use this, it looks like I have false lashes. And I don't use no lash primer when I use this mascara. Not a one. And they just look amazing. You do have to coat them a couple times now. So keep that in mind. But my goodness, is that something? I mean, it just makes something amazing. It makes it look like false lashes. It really does. And then my Gucci mascara, well, that just makes you look elegant. I feel. Well, look at that. This is just with 1 coat of 1 mascara, you know? No more, no less. And it gives me this, you know? It's like you can't beat that. And again, the more you build it, the better this mascara becomes. More layers. Now, if you go past, I'd say 3, you're going to get in the territory of, maybe I should have stopped, you know? But other than that, like, it makes your lashes look like false lashes. Now, this stuff's not bad because it's freshly done. But you got, like I said, you just got to use that one mascara. You start using others and it kind of like compromises the formula in a sense. But look at this right here now. Like, I can see a difference. And I don't have to go through all those steps. You know what I mean? Anyway, I do hope you like this look. I know it is so different from what I usually do. Because this is not something I would do. Nope. But this is how I came out with this look. And these are the colors that I used. And this is the palette. Once again, this is the Spicy. I'm sure they're getting ready to release it with, you know, holidays right around the corner. And that's what it looks like. And it's just so pretty. I mean, it really is. So I am going to use the Butter Gum and the pumpkin, the original pumpkin. Sorry, I'm going down here, guys. This is where I store stuff. The original pumpkin, which means I also reuse the butter rum liquid lip and the gingerbread boy. So that is all I got for you today. I do hope you enjoy. I am sorry that it is longer. The reason it's longer is because I'm dealing with darker colors and I'm not so comfortable with that. But I think I pulled it off a little bit anyway, you know. But you guys got to see something different, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the bell and hit all that way you're notified when I do upload. I am trying to upload more, so keep that in mind and give you more content on whether it be newer collections or not. I did just purchase also the Pure Collection by Barbie, and I have the old one, so I'm going to do the older review on that and then do the new one for you too. That way, in case you already have the old one, you may not want the new one, so forth, so on. And I haven't really tried that much of Pure. Now I do have the Raw Beauty Christy one, and it was good. I tried to purchase the Nikki Tutorials. That didn't go through for me. Lucky me. But that is all I got for you today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.